Koko and Mounir right now going up against Pierchy and Sage. And we've got, the double Street Fighter characters, a nod to Evo as Pierchy's starting to fall really far on the left side. Dalsum and Akuma going to be going up against Roman Reigns and the Ogre.
And we were wondering if we were going to get to see that Wu Shang coming out from Mounir or whether he was just going to lead with the Taros, and it is that Taros. We're getting the classic Ulgrim Taros in 2v2s right now. A lot of axes on the screen, and even more once Koko picks up one.
But he's going to be hitting that sidelight side air. Opted for a sidelight onto Sage. A little bit of wire crossing there as Mounir did get caught inside of that.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm looking at the time right now. It's 32 seconds. Mounir's already found a KO, and Mounir has already found a second KO 7 seconds later.
Gravity canceled down Sig out in the open air. What a wild decision coming out from Mounir. Exhausted,
okay.
too.
I was worried that we were going to see Koko able to rotate in and hit a ground pound and take out Sage. Well, eventually it doesn't matter because Sage ended up losing his second stock anyway. Now he's on final stock less than a minute into the game, too.
Yeah, Mounir's got to be feeling good right now. Sage coming in, didn't get the read, but it was enough to force the dodge out, so Pier could get the KO, and Sage can get that side sig to follow up. Good dodge out, avoids the stomp and sig.
Ooh, nice landing, Mounir, with the falling down air. Try to get the scooping pivot down air as well.
Oh, that's your teammate.
Oh, a little bit of an interruption from Sage after his teammate got a pickup. He's keeping the pressure up on Mounir over on the edge, though, and he's avoiding the potential hammer recoveries.
Ooh, so Mounir, he's just going to say, all right, I'll fight the other guy. Gets a stomp into the side air to finish off Pierchy.
Sidelight Nair coming out. Great punish there from Sage, hitting the GC side signature. Oh, hoping to use the soft platform to extend his sidelight strings. Ooh. Great weapon toss. Perfect 45 degree. Oh, it's the back bottom side, northeast, south, the southeast side of that, unfortunately.
Did you just draw a compass in the air?
I mean, it's like never eat soggy waffles, and I have to do it every time to figure it out. I always get east and west mixed up.
You know, it can be hard, east and west, but side air coming out from Koko. Gonna put Pierchy out. Mounir is actually going to take out his teammate. Everybody on final stocks.
Yeah, all of a sudden we went from like a 32-second stock to everybody being even, at least in terms of stock. Yes, Pierchy and Sage are quite far behind in terms of damage and given the KO potential that we've seen, especially from Mounir, dude. Did he find 5 or did he find 6? He found 6, and he did 679 damage. Holy mackerel.
That's an ace right there, and 2 of those were double KOs. Yep. Started off with the double, where he finished off the KO. There's a stomp side air, and then gravity cancel down sig, which is insane, by the way. And then on the final ones, it was a stomp side air into a nair.
You said gravity cancel down signature, and my brain was already pre-programmed to be like, oh yeah, of course, thinking it was the axe down signature.
No, that was a hammer down.
I had to watch the replay because even my brain auto-corrected it to being the axe D-sig. So yeah, great work from Mounir that game. He did a ton of damage. He even had an accident. Do you remember what his accident was? I didn't notice it, whether it was a team KO or whether he just like fell.
Sorry, I got stun locked by saying things I'm not supposed to say when you ask that question. So
I don't even remember specifically what I said, so we're just gonna move past that. I remember what I said.
It was probably taking out Koko. Yeah, he did. He did.
He took out Koko?
He side-aired Koko. That's what it was. All right, game number 2, though. Mounir and Koko, they started off really, really strong. But you know what? Credit to Sage and Pierchy because they did bring it down to final stocks. If they can bring that same energy to start off game number 2, potential here for them to do pretty well.
Now, there was a lot of like high aerial gameplay going on, so maybe going over to Miami Dome here, that second soft platform that's in a fixed position will maybe kind of separate those zones a little bit better, so maybe everything will be a little bit more grounded, so we don't see stocks taken out as early. But as I say that, we went from a 30-second stock last game for the blue team to a 30-second stock this game. This time it was Mounir.
Yeah, Mounir did get taken out, but he comes back in, hits the side sig. Pierchy not able to quite convert that into a trade. Here's a punish. Not enough. Wow. Yeah, immediately gravity cancel side six back.
It was like the top side of that Sair that ended up making connection with Pierchy.
Ooh, that's the teammate again. Mounir does hit the neutral light to KO Pierchy.
And he also ended up hitting Sage with like the 3rd hit of it that comes out. You only get on hit. Oh, nice side stick. Didn't even make contact with his teammate either. Pierchy going back in. No, now going back over to the corner. Now Sage is going to be the one. They're kind of like leapfrogging over one another, doing the relay race there to see if someone can take out blue team members, specifically Mounir, over on that left side.
Well, he is now dominating, so they have not been able to take him out on this second stock. Did take some decent damage, though, but the fact that Sage has fallen there, oh, wow, a ground pound coming out from Mounir.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of seeing a similar thing from Mounir this game as well. Like he was taken out reasonably early last game, and then all of a sudden, or maybe the first game, that second stock, he just absolutely came alive, but he's not able to make it exist as long as his second stock in one of the previous games, as he's now on final. Oh, Mounir.
Stop.
Oh, Mounir.
Chase dodge, scoop up, really wants that vertical KO onto Sage.
And he's going back up there, dude. He really does want that. You are not lying.
Stomp, side air. He knows Sage the more damaged one. If he takes Sage out, could be really good for the blue team. Nice spot dodge from Koko to avoid that side Sage.
Now Mounir in that moment chose to strip the field to keep all of the weapons off. His teammate's going to spawn back in. There's not going to be one except for one on the right side. I wonder if that was a misplay. I don't think his teammate was really savable in that moment when Koko got taken off. So it's not like he just needed to rush in head first and then potentially get taken out himself. But it was interesting to strip the field there, leaving Koko without a weapon, and he's still without a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, getting a weapon in the 1v2 is so challenging. It does spawn right on top of him. A little bit of luck there. Misses the side sig. Does have both of them in the red. There is a chance that Koko just hits hard enough.
Yeah, if he's hitting those side airs and he's able to split up the team, even if it doesn't lead to a KO like that one does, the one before that hit Pierchy gave Koko the room to get the KO onto Sage.
The clash out happens. Pierchy, though, oh, starting to take some big hits. Does get disarmed by that downlight.
Almost hit the backside of that recovery there. The down air on the way down. Pierchy was looking for the side air after. Didn't get it off of the bounce. There's the in-light. Does send off screen. Webatos goes high. Koko goes low.
Falling unarmed side air coming out from Koko. Will finish off that one. But again, Pierchy and Sage are bringing this one down to the final stocks. They're doing a really good job staying close to a team that is pretty established here in the 2 space.
Yeah, they did a great job that game of keeping it relatively, I don't even want to say relatively close. It was very close by the time all things were said and done. And it was Pierchy doing a lot of work that game if we happen to catch the damage numbers at the end of it. Pierchy did 582 compared to Sage's 368. So Pierchy was great that game.
Yeah, Pierchy, I mean, he was the last one standing as well. Just a little too much damage on the back of him, and that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, we had Pierchy and Sage in the red as Koko was in the orange. Like, obviously 2v1 is an advantage, but when you're that damaged, Koko just starts splitting them and ended up closing that one out. Here we go, game 3.
Blue team was able to grab both weapons right out of the gate. Sage was able to grab the second one, or the second one that happened to spawn on the right side, and then now Sage is able to grab this set of gauntlets here, but he's kind of out of the fight. A little bit of damage being added up to Mounir. It wants to take people off the top. That is like his favorite blast zone. That's the pocket that he's calling for the 8-ball to hit.
He's still swinging for it, even from the bottom, going for those vertical launches. Another down sig, not quite enough though, has
Val
the
defense.
angle.
Really holding on to that there. There's the GC Stomp side air. Mounir's going to find the first KO of this game. GC side sig almost making connection. Happened to pick up in that weird spot where they're just a little bit too low and you're either on the corner or you're on the soft platform.
Okay, side sig coming out from Pierchy, hits both of them with it. The movement from Mounir, oh my goodness. Target swap.
He knew that second side stick was coming for sure, and he was able to maneuver around it and hit a neutral air. He didn't really need anything huge off of it just because his opponent wasn't yellow. So even going for like maybe a greedy side signature or something like that, you're not really going to get too much more off it.
Koko going real deep there, and he's going to fall for it.
Might have been able to survive a little bit longer, and they were able to clean up Mounir right after that, but Pierchy and Sage, they're in a little bit of a tough, more than just a little bit of a tough spot here. I didn't think they were quite in KO damage, but again, you're playing high and right or high and left, and Mounir, he sees blood in the water, he's coming after you.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you are, Mounir is swinging on you. Hits the down sig. Pierchy left in the 1v2 for a moment. The power play leads to a KO!
Beautiful. Right to left, east to west, team combo there. Great ground pound though from Sage, setting it up. Of course, Mounir had the axe in his hand, so there's no potential of a hammer recovery coming in and reversing their positions.
Okay, Sage really trying to play this 1v2. Does get down there, but Mounir with the end sig actually brings them out of the pocket.
Yeah, it was great coverage too, because Mounir covered high with the Insig, Koko covered low with the Lance neutral light.
Oh, he's trying to go for some cheeky.
Coco's like, okay, all right,
stop.
you had your fun. It's time to go. School's over.
You missed the mafia,
The mall's
man.
about to close. Like, come on, get in the car.
I got to start heating up dinner. 746 damage put out from Mounir, 5 KOs.
Dude. You add up the damage that Pierchy and Sage were able to do, and